Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the differences between a one-piece flow production process and a batch production. We will define the concepts and characteristics of each one of them and make a comparison through an animation. So, batch production is a manufacturing technique in which you process units in batches and move them together to the next working station, whether that working station is ready or not. In a typical batch and queue manufacturing environment, parts are moved from functional area to functional area, and each processing step or set of processing steps is controlled independently by a schedule. Let's now take a look to batch flow's key characteristics. Usually, batch production follows a projected schedule, but this schedule does not take into consideration the demands of actual customer orders, and most of the times, it takes only into account the expected demand. Also, storage space between operations is needed, sometimes for a long period of time. Workforce is expected to possess skills in one specific manufacturing process. The manufacturing cycle time is affected due to queues, and there is a large work in progress as we are producing several batches at the same time. Regarding its advantages, production amounts are usually smaller than for continuous processing, and so it is good for small or medium-sized companies. It has also cheaper unit costs and time savings in machine adjustments, as when a machine is hard to adjust, it saves time to just run a whole bunch of pieces once the settings are dialed in. Now, for the batch production disadvantages, they concern not recognizing flaws immediately, which is a waste of time and material, time lost switching between batches as the machinery may need to be reset, need to keep stocks of raw materials, higher cash investments in work in progress, and more space is required for working and storage. Let's go on to one-piece flow. What is it? One-piece flow is a production method where an operator or a machine works on a single unit and the piece is moved to the next unit when requested, one piece at a time. The goal to the one-piece flow is to make one piece at a time with no defects and with no waiting between workstations. One of the key characteristics for a one-piece flow is that all material, operators and machines are presented when needed. This is a pull system, so there is no intermediate stock. Therefore, all processes need to be stable, repeatable, and scalable to takt time. The processes are based on the customer's demand, and to be able to respond to it quickly, the setup times are short to avoid large batches. Advantages: one-piece flow builds in quality. When we make one move one, defects are detected immediately, usually in the next workstation, forcing immediate corrective action. It also improves flexibility, as one-piece flow is faster than batch and queue, and that allows us to wait longer to schedule the order and still deliver on time. There is also a reduced inventory, a reduction in floor space, and safer work environment. For disadvantages, we know that it can be very difficult to achieve. For example, if there are many quality issues, one-piece flow is very hard to implement. And finally, all products have to be similar or standardized. Now look at an example to compare batch flow with one-piece flow. We have a company that has 5 products in each batch. The work at each workstation takes 1 minute. There is a lot of differences between these flow systems. For batch flow, the first product will be ready in 25 minutes and the entire batch of 5 products will take 29 minutes. For the one-piece flow, the first product will be ready in 5 minutes and the entire batch of 5 products will be ready in just 9 minutes. Finally, we have an animation that shows the biggest difference of the processes. In batch flow, we can see that a lot more space is needed and we always have intermediate stock. On the other hand, in one-piece flow process, there is no intermediate stock as there is no waiting time and there is a shorter production time. The work in progress in batch production is much larger than in one-piece flow. So, one-piece flow should be used whenever possible.